Before we get into your reading, I'd like to start by thanking everyone who has liked and commented on the videos, as well as subscribed and donated to my channel. I really appreciate it, you guys. And if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, you can find all of my contact information, including my email and social media links, as well as links to my music and podcast in the description below this video. Okay, let's get into your reading. What do we have for Scorpio at the foundation? The moon, Cancer energy at the foundation. Scorpio, there's a lot coming to light at the moment, a lot of things that have been hidden from you. I can actually feel it in the energy. It's like all of the people that tried to stop you from really stepping into your power. It's like they're holding on by a thread to stop this mass illumination around what actually took place here. A large part of the Scorpio collective dealt with family members, friends, exes who teamed up behind the scenes to stop you from really moving into your power, speaking your truth, and becoming the best you can possibly be. And the reason why they did this is because some of the things that these individuals did to you are so horrendous that they did everything in their power to try and stop all this from coming to light. Some of you have dealt with death threats, death attempts. This has come up in the Scorpio readings a lot over the past year. There's been all sorts of different situations, but at the end of the day, what we have here is an energy of complete and utter exposure. I feel right now, based off of the astrology, that your intuition has been pinging you. You've been starting to get these old feelings coming back, things that you've just been trying to release yourself from and move forward. And it's almost annoying, right? But there's a reason why these things are coming back up. And I honestly feel, Scorpio, this is all a part of this karmic justice, the illumination around this. A lot of this stuff has already come to you in your dreams. A lot of it's come to you intuitively. A lot of it's come to you just in your day-to-day and how you've been living your life and how you've been comparing the dynamics of your life now since you've moved on to your life when you had these people around you. And by living a different life now without those individuals around you, this creates exposure. You just start comparing things. You start comparing things. You have these light bulb moments. But what we have here, Scorpio, is an energy that's coming back for review. It's like evidence has been collected. The universe has been sorting through all the information, preparing for some sort of mass exposure. What do we have at the sacral? And this is all related to your stability, your foundation. So for a lot of you, it's stuff that happened in your childhood. This could have been things that you just pushed out of your mind. Maybe you were too young to even remember what took place. Or maybe some of you are in therapy and stuff's coming to the surface. I don't know, Scorpio. There's just all sorts of different things I'm picking up here. It's just an energy of something coming to the surface. Ace of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy at the sacral. And the reason why this is happening now, Scorpio, is because you're encompassing this emotional strength. This is you having conquered your emotions. And this has been in the Scorpio readings for the past couple of months. I keep pulling this Ace of Cups. It's all connected to the Scorpio collective that have balanced themselves emotionally, right? It's an energy of self-mastery. Scorpios have to master their emotions. And now we're seeing one of the reasons why here is because once you're able to balance yourself emotionally, then the universe can come in and start giving you the truth, start illuminating things to you in a very explosive kind of way because you can actually handle it now. You're not going to fly off the handle. A lot of you are at the point where you just don't even care anymore. But you need to know, Scorpio, what happened. It's all a part of your spiritual evolution. It's all a part of who you are. It's a piece of your story that's still missing. Your ascension is what triggers all this. I always say this. You ascend, and it triggers judgment for all those that came against you, which starts the exposure, and then the exposure triggers the karma. The karma they now have to live with based off of what they did to you, and probably many others. People who stoop to these kinds of levels, these low levels of trying to keep people off their path, do this sort of thing for sport. It feeds their narcissism. It nourishes them. Because let's face it, I'd like to think that just about every Scorpio that's listening to this reading right now aren't the type of people who would go out of their way to keep other individuals off of their path. So there's a lot of karma that's attached to something like this. And if you're a chosen one, somebody who's meant to help the collective on a grand scale, wake up and heal, if you're somebody who brings exposure, helps people step into their power, then God help your soul. There's a special place in hell for people like this, Scorpio. What do we have? The solar plexus. I think that was, yep, death card. Okay, I'm going to take this, and I think they want me, okay, I'm going to take this. They want me to take it. Chariot at the solar plexus, death at the heart, Cancer energy with the Chariot, Scorpio, that's your energy with the death card. So the Chariot is all about victories. It's all about self-control. It's a very determined energy. It's all about action and change. This is you having shifted into this new timeline. You're just in a completely different space now, Scorpio. When it comes to spiritual matters, you're not even on the same timeline as these individuals anymore. These individuals you've dealt with aren't even on the same timeline as you. It's like they exist somewhere else. You probably haven't even heard from a lot of these individuals in a very long time. Year, 2 years, 3 years. I just heard 4 and 7. I just heard 7 so clearly. You're in this very victorious energy, Scorpio. You're right where you're supposed to be. My readings speak to Scorpios that are on all different parts of the journey. So some of you are just now starting out in this. Some of you are halfway through this. Some of you are already well into this energy, okay? But this is just the energy that's available. And if you're already in this energy, then it's just validating where you are right now. Okay? But this is an energy of complete and utter victory. It's an energy of mastery. This is the energy you're encompassing right now, Scorpio. This is somebody who's taking complete control over their life. It's a very confident energy. You're no longer feeling powerless to these individuals, these demons that went out of their way to hold you back from stepping into your path because of the illumination it creates around who they truly are. A lot of these people sacrifice your gifts, your purpose to get to where they are now. By keeping you held down, the devil bless them. It goes both ways. Just like the divine and God blesses high-vibing Scorpios, there are low-vibrating zodiac signs, demons, that get blessed by the devil for keeping high vibers off their path, chosen individuals that are here to make a difference. And then we have the death card at the heart, complete transformation. This is the phoenix rising from the ashes, Scorpio. There's a collective of Scorpios that are going through this phoenix rising from the ashes moment right now. I like to look at where everybody is on the timeline, like school, like high school, freshman, sophomore, junior, senior, stuff like this. So it helps me to kind of compartmentalize the collective that I'm speaking to. With my channel's growth, obviously I'm getting Scorpios who are on all different parts of this journey. Okay, but this is the energy here that's coming up right at the center of the reading at the heart. You're leaving this bitterness behind. You're in a very warm and open space. Again, I keep hearing emotional mastery. This is something they really want to emphasize to Scorpios because of how hard this truly is. And I speak from experience. Unreactive kind of energy. This is very important for Scorpios. Just look at it this way, right? Every zodiac sign has their low vibrational traits and high vibrational traits. What we want to do is master the low vibrational traits, because when you're able to do that, this is what triggers abundance and blessings into your life. Because when you actually balance those energies, this is the point that you step into your purpose. You align with your higher self. You're in your north node position in life. You're facing in the direction of your life's purpose. You're exactly where you're supposed to be. This is where the divine wants to get us. This is why there's so many blessings attached to this, so much abundance, so much wealth, just so much opportunity is attached to this, because all of those things that show up in our material environment are the support we need to keep functioning inside of that space. Okay, so this is all over this table, Scorpio. Illumination, emotional mastery, victory, transformation. And this is all water energy we have on this table, too. So again, speaking more on mastering yourself, Scorpio. Mastering the Scorpio energy. Not a lot of Scorpios can do this, okay? Not a lot. I feel like there's more and more that are starting to catch on to this now. But to find a truly awoken, high vibrational Scorpio is very, very rare, okay? It's very rare. What do we have at the throat? Again, that's why the blessings are so great when you're able to do this. And most people think that Scorpios can never accomplish this. So when they do, and these blessings flood through, it's very shocking. It makes people question their existence. Wow. Chariot to Death card to Emperor. Aries energy at the throat. Taking complete control, leadership over your life. Now building a solid foundation for yourself. Scorpios get put through these horrendous cycles where they're always losing their stability. Foundation just being ripped out from underneath them. Being put through the ringer. These horrible karmic cycles for decades upon decades. And it's all because Scorpio is the 8th house of transformation. So we have to master this energy. And we're in a time now where Scorpios are really, I feel, leading the pack, because Scorpios are starting to understand this, understanding that they're the keepers of ascension, of transformation. It's like once you transform in the 8th house of Scorpio, you move into the sign of Sagittarius, into the 9th house, right, which is the next energetic signature. 9th house of Sagittarius is when you come back out in the world. It's the explorer of the zodiac, right? So it's like you're being prepared in the 8th house of Scorpio, and then you make it to the 9th house. So this is just an energy here, Scorpio, of really, really owning yourself. And because you've done this, because you're doing this, depending on where you're at on this journey, you are going to be taken care of by the divine, and you're highly favored because the divine has seen everything you've gone through. A lot of Scorpios have been lost to these cycles. Not a lot make it out the other side, Scorpio. But like I said, more and more of us are starting to. I feel like it's channels like my channel, other tarot readers, other avenues of information that you guys seek out that are supporting the Scorpio collective and other zodiac signs in their ascensions, in their transformations. We have access to this information now, so there's going to be more of us waking up. I think back to the time when we didn't have access to this kind of information, you know? And like when I was a kid, I don't even know where a lot of us would be now if this wasn't the case. I mean, obviously it would be a completely different world, right? But I'm just very grateful to be here and to be a part of this with you guys. You know, I'm going through this too. Scorpios are always meant to feel like they're alone. You're definitely not alone, Scorpio. But Scorpio, what you're building here cannot be taken down. It can't be shaken up. This is here to stay, Scorpio. A lot of you are going to move into positions of authority. This is an energy of leadership. It's an energy of respect. Because what you've been through, Scorpio, it's your wisdom that's going to catapult you to the front line, however that shows up in your life. It's what's going to allow for these opportunities to be drawn to you, like a moth to a flame. The universe will tip the fabric of time and space, and these opportunities will rush to you, Scorpio. And I'm not just saying this, Scorpio. I'm speaking on my own personal experiences with this. I was so down and out, I never, ever thought that I would be able to feel what it's like to have success. And the thing is, Scorpio, I always held faith. I held on to that dream, and then eventually it just came to be. And now when I look back, I understand that I had to go through that because I had to gain every ounce of that wisdom to be here right now. And this is the same for all of you. So for you Scorpios that are out there struggling, just know I was there, okay? I was there. And I had everything working against me, everyone and everything. Perceivably, there was no way out, but I held my vision, I held my faith, I kept the dream alive, I spoke to God, and He told me exactly how to get out of it, and I followed it step by step, and I made it. No exaggeration whatsoever, Scorpio. If anything, I'm downplaying it. What do we have at the third eye? Ace of Pentacles, that's the blessings coming through. Nine of Wands. If there's going to be a card to define what I just spoke about, it would be the Nine of Wands. Sag energy. This is an energy of determination, courage, persisting forward despite any of these setbacks. You being made an example of what a true test of faith is, Scorpio. Right there, that's you. You're still standing. Nothing can knock you down. There's a reason why you're still standing. There's a reason why you're being put through all this. Hold the vision, Scorpio. I promise you, if you stay connected to God, the divine, you treat yourself with respect, no matter what you're going through in your life. You put yourself first. You nurture yourself, and you listen to this divine guidance and follow it in a very methodical, precise fashion. Scorpio, I promise you, you will get to where you're going to. And you know, Scorpio, in my readings, the first 5 cards are the narrative. The third eye position is where the divine's trying to get you, right? You will get to where you're going to, Scorpio. Hold the vision. Hold the line. Hold the line, Scorpio. What do we have at the crown? King of Wands. Boom. My crown position is the energy the divine wants you to utilize to get through the narrative. King of Wands energy, again, this is another energy of a leader. This is somebody who takes risks. This is an energy of action. This is a born leader. It's somebody of courage and charm. This is somebody who goes out and takes what it is they know is theirs because they know they're the best person for the job. However that shows up in your life, Scorpio. Scorpios are the best of the best. You have the capability to be number one in your field, Scorpio. The best. And because of this, you're going to be faced with an energy that's always going to tell you otherwise. It starts with your parents. From a very young age for a lot of you. Making fun of you, being told you're this and that before you're even old enough to understand what they're saying to you. I remember when I was 5, my father used to make fun of me for being a Scorpio. Call me weird. I mean, I'm a 5-year-old kid, right? I didn't even know what it meant to be a Scorpio. But it was just something that was programmed into me. So I grew up thinking that I was less than because I was a Scorpio. Only to realize I'm amongst the best. And these were all manipulation tactics from stopping me from seeing this. A lot of you have been through similar situations. And you're going to continue to go through these situations. This is why you need to keep your circle tight, Scorpios. Moving forward, it becomes a lot easier to deal with these sorts of energies. They become scared to even approach you. It's like your auric field just deflects them before they even have an opportunity to make contact with you. Scorpios have a way of seeing right through people. You can see the pain, the hurt, the imbalance in people's eyes. I deal with this quite a lot. Whenever I go out in public, I just said that in a way that was kind of weird, right? Like it's a rarity. I mean, it kind of is. I don't spend a lot of time out gallivanting around. I just do what I need to do and get back to what it is I do here. But I've noticed the past few months, when I'm speaking to people, I look them right in the eye. And people look away real quickly, like they're almost, I don't know if it's just the way I look at people in the eye. Maybe they feel stripped bare, spiritually speaking. I guess it's because I do what I do here. I can just see the pain in people's eyes. Like I can feel a sense of hurt, I guess, you know. I feel a lot of you guys have this too. It's almost like you make people feel uncomfortable. It's not a bad way. It's just like people are kind of like laid bare, you know? And this is why a lot of the time when Scorpios get into relationships, it's so wild and crazy and heavy because people just spill all their emotions to Scorpios, right? Because Scorpios understand it. We've hit the rock bottom of emotions. We've been through all the different levels, so we get it, right? Still waters run deep, right, Scorpio? That's the look you have in your eyes. What do we have at the foundation from the Occult Tarot, please? Let's see what demons are trying to mess with my Scorpio's root chakra. God, I swear I felt that card. Two of Cups, Salos, Cancer energy at the foundation. Cancers and Scorpios, man. Low vibrational Cancers love holding down Scorpios. Oh yes, this is this victim sort of mentality, right? They start to see you stepping into your power, and now they want to come in and victimize themselves based off of your up-leveling, off of you doing better in your life. They want you to stay in this very unstable energy. It's an energy of disorder. This could be parents, friends. I personally have a list of all the individuals that came against me in a very violent way. And 8 of these individuals, there's roughly just under 20 people. I think it's 8 to 10 of these individuals are Cancers. Okay, low vibrational Cancer energy is the worst. These are individuals that will smile in your face, and then behind the scenes, they're planning your funeral. Because there's something about the Scorpio energy that makes the Cancers feel like they're less than. Because low vibrational Cancer energy does not want to heal itself. It's so interesting too, Cancer, right? Like the disease. Very hard to cure. So it's just interesting to me how that's the name of the zodiac sign, and the low vibrational side of Cancers don't want to ascend. They refuse. They don't want to let go of their precious, right? They love it there. Low vibrational Cancer energy loves to be the villain. That's what they are. I think I read somewhere too, I think a few times I've seen this. They were saying like the most likely zodiac sign to be a serial killer, and it was Cancers. Okay, so I feel for a lot of you, you've dealt with this as well, and if it's not Cancers, it's just other people who hold this kind of energy. It's the energy of victimization off of somebody else doing good in their life and refusing to look at themselves in the mirror. Crazy, right? So it's like they're going to take they're going to drag everybody down with them, right? Misery loves company. What do we have at the sacral? What do we have at the sacral? 8 of Swords, Gemini energy, folklore at the sacral. This is an energy of self-imposed restrictions, right? This goes along perfectly with what I just said about these individuals. Some of them could even have Gemini in their charts. I know some of mine do. Cancer, Gemini, cuspers is what I'm getting here. But these are individuals who refuse to change, right? They'd rather stay in this energetic prison they've created for themselves. 8 of Swords energy, it's self-imposed. These are also individuals who would rather create an illusion like they're healing. Just lie compulsively. This energy here is a compulsive, pathological liars. They'd rather put their energy into holding other individuals back on their path than leave those people alone and just work on themselves. So I'm not going to put the time into healing myself, and you're sure as hell not going to tell me or make me feel like I need to heal myself, so I'm just going to go ahead and take you out. This is exactly what this energy is right here, Scorpio. Right at the foundation, stability. Right at the sacral, your creativity, your passion. So these are all the things they went for. Your stability, your passions, your creativity. What do we have at the solar plexus, please? What do we got? Okay. We're going to take this 2 of Swords, and what was this? 3 of Pentacles. Makes sense. 3 of Pentacles is kind of like my bull in a china shop card, right? They just come through in the 11th hour to destroy everything. So it goes along with this energy here. 2 of Swords energy. Libra energy at the solar plexus. This is an energy of confusion. There's no compromising with this energy, Scorpio. Okay? Some of them are going to try and come back, try and weasel their way back into your life with more lies, okay, more deception. You do not give these energies an audience, Scorpio. Most of you already know that, but for some of you, when you're doing better in life, You seem to think that other people have evolved spiritually as well, because your perception of life is changing, right? Everything just looks different. You want to connect with people from your past. You want people to see your growth. But Scorpio, you need to understand that in and of itself is a behavioral pattern you need to break. Okay, because that right there is seeking validation from people who do not and will never care about your spiritual evolution, Scorpio. It threatens them. Don't ever forget that, Scorpio. The only validation you need from this point moving forward for the rest of your life is from the divine. And how do you get that validation? Well, Scorpio, you always listen to your intuition. Your intuition is the information highway between you, the divine, your spirit guides, and God. Those are the instructions that they give you through your intuition to navigate your life. This is the only validation you need. This is the only energy you need to ever listen to for guidance, ever. There's not a single person on this planet, Scorpio, that can tell you how to live your life better than the guidance you get through your intuition. God. What do we have at the heart, please, for Scorpio? Wow. Out of all these cards, right? We get it back to back. Two completely different decks. So again, they want to reiterate exactly what I just said, okay? These energies want to keep you in an energy of confusion, indecision. They want to act like they're sticking their neck out for you, Scorpio. Nah, Scorpio, you had it all wrong, right? That's not what really happened. Come on, Scorpio. Let's mend fences. Let me make it up to you. Come on, Scorpio. Let me give you a gift. Another thing, Scorpio, you're not to take any gifts from these individuals. The divine provides you with whatever it is you need. Narcissists are very generous people because whenever they give you a gift, they help you out, there's always an unspoken IOU that they attach to it. It's a little caveat they kind of slip in there without you noticing, right? They come back when you're doing real good in life, when you're about to have a step up in your life. They come back through. Hey, remember when I gave you this, I gave you that? And it's not because they actually want what they gave you back. It's to stop you from excelling in life. Narcissists want to have their hooks in everybody's pie, right? It makes them feel powerful. It makes them feel like they're in control. They can't control their own life, so they're going to try and control everybody else's. This energy, Scorpio, is nothing more than a manipulation tactic. It's an energy of gaslighting, making you feel like you're going crazy and you should let them help you. It says right there, falsehood. When you're on path, Scorpio, and you're functioning out of the North Node position in your astrological chart, which is where you're supposed to be at in this lifetime, your allocated position in the universe, the divine will provide you with everything you need to support the lifestyle that you need to have to be able to function inside of your purpose. And again, Scorpio, I can tell you that based off of experience, okay? It just starts showing up. Ha'amia, ritual and ceremony. This is the Queen of Swords from the Angel Tarot, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. This is somebody who doesn't put up with any BS, Scorpio. This is the energy they want you to encompass right now. This is a straight talker. This is a very perceptive individual here. Okay, so this is the energy they really want you to utilize moving forward. No BS, very perceptive, use your discernment. It's also a very deliberate energy as well. It's the energy of like a straight talker, right? Quick thinker. A very organized energy. This is a very powerful energy for Scorpios to step in, moving deliberately, not overthinking your steps too much, right? Because you're trying to seek validation. This is something I've really learned the past few years. Because I don't seek validation from anybody else, there's not a single person I need validation from anymore. I just listen to my intuition. I move in a deliberate manner now, and this deliberate manner that I move in is allowing for success to come into my life. I trust that the guidance I get in the moment that I'm doing something is correct. It's why I can read intuitive tarot the way I do, because I trust the messages. I don't question anything. What do we have at the throat, please, from the Angel Tarot? Boom. And this is where everything we just spoke about here, Scorpio, leads to. 10 of Cups. Ha-I-L. Pisces energy. God, master of the universe, divine warrior, confounds the wicked, brings victory and peace. This is an energy of complete support, Scorpio. Whatever the idea for you of complete happiness is, right? This is what this energy is here. This is where this all leads, Scorpio. This is the narrative. This is where the divine is trying to get you. This is the energy the divine wants you to utilize to get through the narrative. This is the energy that's working against you. This is the bridge that bridges you out of this negative force into where you're going to end up, Scorpio, right? Demon energy to angel energy. That's what these are, angel, demon. So this is the picture of happiness. 10 of Cups is my favorite card in the tarot. It's everything. You know, the Rider-Waite depiction is a husband and wife, 2 kids running around, green fields, a stream, a house out in the middle of the country, this kind of energy. It's just whatever the general idea of happiness is for you, Scorpio, is where you're going. But you must follow the guidance to get there. What do we have at the third eye? Four of Swords. Ha-ha-hell. Libra energy. The God of Trinity. Mission. Protects against slander and impious people. It's like you align with your higher self, Scorpio. You start working inside of your purpose, inside your mission, and you're protected, right? You're awakened to who you are and what you're supposed to be doing in this lifetime. This is also an energy here of you entering into a space where you can actually start to recover from everything you've been through. It's like you're working inside of your purpose, but you're also being healed by the divine. Recovering from everything in these previous karmic cycles. What do we have at the crown to close it out for Scorpio, please? Wow. What a way to end. The Fool, Aries energy at the crown. You know, Scorpio, when I went through this and I was basically left for dead by everybody I knew, God told me, it's time for you to go on the Fool's journey. You're about to step out on faith, and I'm going to show you how to do this. This is card 0 in the tarot. This is when you take a chance. Step out on faith. Take the guidance from the divine, like I was speaking about, following it methodically. So a lot of you are getting ready to enter this energy now. It happens in waves for different groups of Scorpios. So being that I've been through this energy, Scorpio, and being on the other side of this, I've graduated through this, I can tell you right now, I can confirm for you that this is real. This is the energy that a lot of you are about to step into. The exalting God, will and new beginnings, assists with difficult and great undertakings. This is the energy here you move into when it seems like it's all over. There's nowhere else to turn. But as long as you hold that vision, that faith, you hold on to that dream, and you step into this energy and you follow God's guidance, you will be pulled out of this, Scorpio. I promise you, Scorpio. Scorpio, this is the energy that's available to you, should you choose to accept, depending on where you are on this timeline. I'm going to go ahead and leave it there. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. If you would like a personal reading, All the information can be found in the description below. And thank you for your donation, Scorpio. Take care.